We are in the throes of planning our Disney cruise, so let's get into it. This is our first Disney cruise, but we have cruised Norwegian, MSC, Royal, and so this is our first Disney cruise and our first kind of experience going through it. And I'm going to tell you what is different about it versus the other cruise lines. Now, of course, if you're not familiar with cruising, Disney is one of the upper levels of cruise lines. So it comes with a hefty price tag. It is different than other cruise lines. It is very much Disney based. So everything is, each ship has its own theme. We are going on one of the older ships, one of the smaller ships out of Galveston. But I don't mind that. It's actually going to be probably the smallest ship that we've been on as a family. So I'm actually excited about that, just to see what it's like, but also I'm excited because it's a Disney cruise. Now we have 2 boys, and so that does make it a bit different. So I am kind of experiencing all of this, with y'all as we go through this. As you know, Disney is very big on princesses, so there's a lot of activities for girls, such as the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and they have a royal tea. And so I am going to break down things that you can do for boys as well as girls, to give you a little bit more of an insider scoop on that. They do have theme nights. One of the theme nights is pirate, and so that is very good for boys. So we're definitely going to jump on that bandwagon. Some of the few differences I would like to point out with other cruise lines is, one, they do not have like an unlimited beverage package. They do not have cocktail packages. So that is a big difference. Now, mind you, it's Disney, it's very family related. Like, I get it. It's just different. So I'm just pointing out the differences. They do have like a beer and wine package. So you can buy a 6-pack of beer, you can buy bottles of wine before you go on the cruise at like a cheaper cost, but not cheap as you would buy in the store, if you know what I mean. But cheaper than I guess what it would be on the boat. They do also allow you to bring on like 2 bottles, and now that's standard with every cruise line. Like, you can bring on 2 bottles of wine or 2 bottles of champagne or whatever. That is standard with pretty much every cruise line, but because there is no unlimited package or like alcohol liquor package, it's maybe something that we actually do, which we haven't done in the past. One of the other things with this experience, we booked this cruise back in January. So we booked this way in advance. This is for a cruise that is in November. And we did that because Disney is a little pricier. So that is one of the differences. It is a higher price tag. We do have an ocean view balcony room. They only really have like, I guess 4 levels. It's different. They only have like 4 levels. It is like, I don't even remember looking at interiors. Like, it's interior, like the way that they describe them is different. So like the balcony room that we're getting is called a veranda. It's a veranda room. And the next level up is just concierge. And those are your suites. So it's like, there's not like on other cruise lines, you have all these different levels of different types of balconies and different types of suites. It's like they're just grouped differently, and then within those groupings, I'm assuming you get a little bit more detailed, but we booked the balcony. Another thing that is different is that, okay, my point to we booked this back in like January, but you can literally not see anything for the cruise as far as like booking excursions, booking activities on the boat, until literally tonight, I think midnight. So this is September. So this is a November cruise, so we're like 3 months out. They actually are going to open up tonight the different excursions that are available to you, or the different activities that are on the boat for you can book. Now, this stresses me out a little bit because it feels like they're herding cattle. So it's like all of us jumping on at midnight tonight to jump into these things, because there's probably only gonna be a limited amount of things. So like if you're trying to get into the boutique, or if you're trying to get into the tea, which of course we're not doing, but we're traveling with a group that have girls, and they are. And so it's in a very anxious environment of trying to book what you want, and even trying to do the adult only. So that's another thing that will open up tonight, is the adult only venue. So if we want to book a dinner or If they also offer a brunch, which I only found out through our travel agent, which is great. If you need a travel agent, I have a great recommendation. Just message me. I will send you her contact, or I will tag her. Because without like having somebody to ask questions and understand the process and understand what's available, you're kind of out of the loop. Disney does not really provide a lot of information for what's out there. You just kind of have to talk about the people who've already gone through it and who already know it to be able to get the inside scoop, because if you don't know it, you could just miss out. I mean, that's kind of the reality of it. Other cruise lines, a lot of this stuff opens up like 6 months in advance, or I think with Royal, things were like opened up day one for their itineraries. Norwegian, it was a little bit more delayed, like things wouldn't open, I think, until like maybe 6 months before. And so this is like a 3 month, and then this is separate than your check-in. So this is literally, they're just opening up the window for excursions or different activities that you can book at this mark, and then you do the check-in 30 days prior. So I'm gonna walk you through all of that. Stay tuned, follow if you want to get more information about it, or if you have questions, let me know, because I'm gonna go through it. I'll try and do some videos and try and break it down to things that are available. We are doing a maritime cruise. It's only like a 4-night cruise. There's only one stop in Progresso. And honestly, it's Galveston, so we're just limited in general on itineraries. You're really only getting Mexico. Let's be honest. I've done a few. But this one, it goes to Progresso, which we haven't been to. It's the only cruise line I think that goes to Progresso out of Galveston. Don't quote me on that. Don't come for me. But it is mostly sea days and just one stop. So if you want more information about how the Disney Cruise Line kind of works and how it flows and the day-to-day, just let me know. Ask me any questions, leave any comments, and then follow along to see kind of how our experience goes. And then definitely follow along, because I will blog each day of our trip. So see you later.